Eliminate the workplace excuse. That's what leaders do. This is the Career Blindspot podcast.
Courtney, why is it so hard, or I should say, is it hard for you to work with creative people?
Who is it not hard for to work with creative people? Creative people are annoying. Case in point, Juan just spent like the past hour driving me crazy trying to set this up.
Yeah, it's our new shot, or we're doing more remote.
It's real. It's not just a virtual background.
No, it's AI. You programmed it.
I mean, if that'll get me.
You're taking a cop out, but it's just me and you in this room.
Yeah. Very large room.
And you, I feel like, are getting ahead of the point of that you're annoying when you're creative.
Oh my God, yeah. I annoy myself.
Yeah, but I don't think you are that. It's 100% like I hate it. It's working with I know that's not true.
No, it's not true. I mean, you get inspired by people.
Yeah, but would you say you also get frustrated by them?
Yes, I mean, case in point, 10 minutes ago when I was like, it is past noon, and I said I want to be home by 1.
I mean, we went from, hey, let's go record this in the Industrious phone booth, which we got our story shared by the HQ, which was awesome.
Yeah.
But also, we really did like those phone booths, and we thought the lighting was great, even though we got suggestions on how to make it better. But then we're walking through, and in this building, not even in Industrious, but we have access to, what is this, the Collier Center?
Yeah.
This great room with an even better view, and we're not even that high up. No, we're on the second floor.
Yeah.
But we got Dan Marley's sports bar that's been here for forever.
Taco Bell Cantina downstairs, which is where we want to have lunch today.
Wow, I can feel the earth shake. But anyway, at the last minute, I'm like, let's do it in here.
Yeah.
And how'd you feel when I said that? Real honest.
I was excited, and then I was like, oh, fuck, he's gonna have to figure out how to set everything up.
La 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 la. So okay, initially you were like, all right. There was no sense of, oh my God, Juan, you're whatever, you're dragging this out. Because as I was troubleshooting.
Because I was like, let's open up these doors. It looks amazing, which it does, but it's lunchtime, so there's too much noise.
So.
We got to come at like 6 a.m.
No, that's what these mics are for, and I just need to learn how to use them because I want to do more remote. But I realize like that's the problem. The problem is the opportunity is the problem. Is we would have already recorded a handful for you worrying about time, et cetera. But I come in and I'm like, ooh, I can do this, I can do that. There was a projector I was fiddling with. There was all these other things.
Yeah.
And I feel like, and tell me if the ratio's off, you were 20% like, all right, and then 80% like, oh my God, this man cannot stick with the decision.
Honestly, until we got in the room and I was like, oh my gosh, he's gonna do stupid stuff for 20 minutes that I'm not even wanting him to do. And then I'm like, let me be nice and let him do it. But I think
that was you being nice?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So let's flip it here. How often are you the creative person?
Oh my gosh. I know you're going to flip this and ask me because I am the creative person at home.
Take away.
And so, at home you let me be the creative person.
Nervous twitch. This is not
I'm
an
like, he's going to call me out. He's going to tell everyone my business.
And the reason we're doing this, or this topic, and I think just so many like remote work, like we can't have a one and done, especially with a 10-minute episode. But I want these episodes, whether you're watching on video or just listening on Apple or Spotify or whatever, that they actually resonate with you, that they help you. If you're not, I'm like, why are you listening? Because even my mom doesn't listen, guys. But she's not working. She's retired, happy with grandkids. The point I'm bringing up is if you want fulfillment, you got to mix it up. You got to take risk. But at the same time, calculated risk, the definition of that is different for you than it is for me. We have a lot of overlap. We haven't talked about the assessments in quite a bit, but the DISC, the motivators, EQ, Courtney and I have been so different for the most part, although you've had some major changes post-COVID, where like her natural self is more of a dominant, assertive person, which you might not get that on these episodes because I take over. But if we made this the Courtney podcast, the AI podcast, the vintage modern home, you can do whatever you want on your own podcast. But the point being that it comes with the territory. Now you have the idea, you want to climb Mount Everest and you want some help, but now you have to delegate. Now you have to troubleshoot. And Courtney was nervously twitching about the reverse in personal life, but also in all of our life, researching insurance, researching trips. There was one time Courtney planned a whole trip for camping when we first dated, And do you remember what happened?
We got to the campsite and there were no sites left.
No, not even that. You had to reserve it. She like packed everything anyone has ever owned ever.
I packed that whole 4Runner
and it was just the
up.
two of us, no kids.
And the dog.
Did we have a dog?
We had the dog.
But I don't know if I was even mad. I think it was too early to be my true self.
I got mad. You were fine.
But I'm like, yeah, the whole point was let's go and get away. Worst case, you sleep in your car overnight. It's Phoenix in the summer. But all this preparation, and during the pandemic, actually, speaking of that, we did 2 overnight hikes. We're bragging here because we're not really trained, but 15 miles one way, 10 back or something overnight?
31 for the
Cabin
full
loop
thing,
on the Mogollon Rim. Courtney did all the preparation. It was her crazy idea, but when we would get there, I kind of like took over because Courtney, like, you get overwhelmed. My friend Justin says nature kills all pretense. It's like you can't negotiate with the rain or the sun, and I'm like, this I can do. But you know what? If I got here without Courtney, I'm going to die.
We wouldn't have water to drink.
There's so many things that she's like, should I pack this? I'm like, no, add weight, blah, blah. And then we get there, and she's like, I packed it anyway. Like, oh, thank God. And so my point is like this preparation, but also the risk. It's hard, it's exhausting, and not to make this, I mean, we've made this really personal because I want it to resonate, but I get irked at you. It doesn't ruin it, but the amount of patience I give you when you are starting DIY projects and this and that, and then the offensiveness that when I'm like, hey, no, we're just going to do this. Oh my God, why? I'm like, what the hell?
I thought you were going to say the patience whenever I give up halfway or after I buy all the supplies and then they sit there for 3 months and.
3 months?
Okay.
Years, baby. My point being that I am patient with you, and not even patient, I'm supportive. I want to do it, and I think this is true of everyone, not just Courtney. We underestimate when we have a new idea. Doing the podcast the way I've always done it before is going to take approximately the same amount of time. Adding one new variable, yet alone tons that especially affect an environment, sound, all this other stuff. I'm like, we gotta have the window open, we gotta do this. And
it was nice with the window
we
open.
Underestimate that. And so like Courtney she wasn't being mean, but her version of nice, I'm like, how about a little pep in your step? Or how about you go do the thing you said you were gonna do, which was check out the gym and see if it has.
I didn't want to split my focus because I was trying to set up the shot thinking, oh, he'll be done in 10 minutes. The light should be fine.
Based on
and then
what?
30 minutes later, I'm like, the light has completely changed.
Yeah.
You do it.
So when it comes to our creative stuff,
you did a good job.
My standard, my expectation, could this be better? Probably. But also I feel like Courtney's like, okay, you have the idea, but now you just need to stick to it. And I'm just like, back up, dude. And you were helpful. And this isn't about criticizing Courtney, because I'm sure sometimes I'm like, no, Courtney, don't. No, somebody could talk to you like your dog. No, off the couch. But I feel like when you do get mad at me, I'm like, you have, I don't know what the word, you go deep on the research.
Yeah.
But even, what do we have at home that you've not even unpacked? No, list it.
Okay. All right.
Say it for the audience.
Why?
Courtney, what do we have at home that you have not used yet?
Bunch of supplies to make file cabinet planters.
But what? What is it?
A compressor, a paint sprayer, a drywall texture sprayer.
Yeah, and
some
when you
buckets.
say I'm going to do this, and it's only Courtney's big thing is it's only going to be $100 or $3, and I'm like, I don't care. But then it just sits there, and then.
To be fair, I bought it in like April because. Cora was, no, this year, because Cora was a baby and I had her stuck to me when I had to go return part of it. So it was hot. It was hot this summer.
Have I complained about it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But how long until I complained about it?
A while.
Months.
A while.
And so my point being that it is this give and take. This is not beat up on Courtney, although sometimes it feels that way. We might actually get more
Trust
views.
me, I'm meaner to him off camera.
Yes, this is my safe space because it's on. It's at least recorded, uploaded to the cloud. If anything happens to me, YouTube will save me. But the call to action is like, I want you, the listener, Courtney, and myself, to take creative risk, but also be mindful that sometimes the old way works just fine, and other people who like never take creative risks, for you to go to a new spot or work, whatever, like that's huge. But be mindful of that, but also Some of us need to reach a little bit further. Some of us maybe need to pause in between. I was just talking to Andonia about that, of like, Juan, it's great you have all these ideas, but like, you know, you're not finishing X, Y, and Z. And I'm like, yeah, that's also a coping mechanism. So it's the same thing. So the call to action is like, be mindful of your risk versus your playing it safe, and appreciate the people who are helping you, but also those people like, look, you're a part of something, have a little bit more wiggle room and expectation, but at the same time, I'd say 6 months before I started getting mad at Courtney and saying, do something with your stuff. Sell it, use it, I don't care, but do something with it versus complain that you haven't done anything with it. That's annoying.
Okay, well, this has been Beat Up on Courtney Hour instead of Career Blind Spot Hour.
Really? Is that how you feel?
No, that's not how I
mean, if it is.
No, it's not how I feel. I sometimes, honestly, whenever you're like, hey, why haven't you done this? I'm like, oh, I'm really embarrassed and I'm ashamed and I spent all this money and I should. And then I'm like, wait, he's asking so I can put it in the garage for a little while. He's not mad at me.
Yeah, charge you rent. All right, we'll see you for the next one.
I make this show for leaders, those who don't point fingers, but point towards ways they can do better at work. My ask for listening is you share the show on social and/or with other leaders, established or aspiring. Until then, no talent, no culture, no excuses.